Good afternoon, baseball fans and Yankee Nation. You're here with Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth. And we will be calling today's live play-by-play of the Yankees versus the Red Sox at Fenway. As you know, we took, hey, welcome to the stream, Cold Italian Pizza, Nancy, FJ, and those others that have not typed anything yet. Appreciate y'all showing up on your busy Saturday afternoon to listen to a little bit of baseball. Appreciate your attendance. Yesterday, we beat the Red Sox 4-1, and I believe that the template for how to get that done against the Red Sox was laid out. Playing our speed game, utilizing the stolen base, taking the extra base when given the opportunity, and patient at bats. Our pitchers have to pitch from in front of the Red Sox hitters. We shut them down pretty much all of yesterday, and our ace, Max Fried, is on the bump today, and he is certainly more than capable of doing that also. I'm going to start out by going over our lineup today. The Yankees will lead off with Trent Grisham playing center field, hitting .239 on the season. Ben Rice will be at first base, hitting out of the 2-hole, hitting .243. Hitting out of the 3-hole will be our captain, Aaron Judge, DHing, hitting .323. Cody Bellinger will be cleaning up, playing right field, hitting .276. Jazz Chisholm will be hitting out of the 5-hole, playing second base, hitting .242 on the season. Jason Dominguez will get the start in left field, and he is hitting .257. Jose Caballero will be in the 7-hole, manning shortstop, hitting .233. Austin Wells will be behind the dish, hitting .213. And Ryan McMahon will be holding down third base, hitting ninth, hitting .219. On the bump for the Yankees today is going to be Max Fried. For the Red Sox, Romy Gonzalez will be leading off, playing first base. Alex Bregman will be hitting out of the 2-hole, playing third base. Trevor Story will be hitting in the 3-hole, playing shortstop. Former Yankee farmhand Rob Refschneider will be in left field, cleaning up. Another former Yankee farmhand, Carlos Narvaez, will be DHing behind the dish. Eaton will be in right field, hitting out of the 6-hole. Sogard will be at second, hitting out of the 7-hole. Colton Wong will be behind the dish, hitting out of the 8-hole. And Centrella Raffaello will be in center field, bringing up the rear. And on the bump for the Red Sox is going to be Brayan Bello. For those, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We are probably about 5 minutes before game time. Do we have anything that we want to say? How are we feeling? Currently, there are 2 active games on the hopper. The first one is in the top of the 7th. The Rays the Rays and the Cubs are tied at 3 apiece. And the second game is in the top of the 4th. Orioles lead the Blue Jays 2-0. So today I'm a Blue Jay or an Orioles fan, hoping to take out the Blue Jays. Hopefully, with our game plan, we take the series tonight and go for the sweep tomorrow. So, hence, it's almost time to play some baseball. And the game is heading to a commercial break. And when they come back, it should be first pitch. No reactions to how we feel about the game today? Keys to winning the game are going to be utilization of the speed component of our game, steal of the base, taking the extra base when we have the opportunity. Pitchers have to pitch in front of the Red Sox hitters, i.e., don't give up the walks, and the defense has to play clean. We had 2 errors in last night's game. Fortunately, none of those errors cost us any runs. Patient at bats, Landon. Patient at bats as always. One of the Achilles heels that the Yankees had over the years has been the strikeouts. Stop chasing the bad pitches, force the pitch count up, and good things will happen for the Yankees today. Perfect day for me would be Androlis Chapman sitting in the bullpen, not stepping onto the field for today's game. And it looks like the Red Sox haven't taken the field yet, so that should be happening shortly. First pitch is supposed to go off in just about a minute or so. Crochet has to be put into the stretch. If he pitches from the stretch and you disrupt his timing with running, Crochet is definitely manageable. And the Red Sox are taking the field. Bello is on the bump, and he's going to throw his 7 pitches. And it'll be time to get it on. Let's get ready to rumble. Hey, Jacob, welcome to the stream, my brother. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the channel out. Bello is making his 26th start of the season. He's 11-6 on the season. Opponents are hitting .236 against him. He has 114 strikeouts with 51 walks. The outfield for the Sox is going to be Refsnyder at left, Raffaello at center, Eaton at right, Bregman at third. Shortstop is going to be Story. Sogard will be at second, and Gonzalez will be at first. Wong will be behind the dish, and Narvaez will be their DH on the day. Key to remember that the Red Sox are one of the worst defensive teams in baseball. So if we stress their defense, they will have errors. And Bello sets. And the first pitch is on the way. And it is going to pit the inside corner for call. Strike one with a sinker. Bello sets and he hits Grisham. Grisham has taken his gear off and he's heading to first base. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. And Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low and in the dirt. Count is 1-0 on Rice. Rice is hitting .243 on the season, 23 home runs, 56 RBIs, and an .806 OPS. And Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is driven to right center field. This one is going to get down and go into the stands for a ground rule double. So Yankees are going to have runners at second and third with nobody out. And the captain, Aaron Judge, is coming. And coming up to bat is the captain. All rise, the judges in the chambers. So we should be able to put up a crooked number in this inning. And Bello sets, and the first pitch is down low for ball one. The infield is set at normal double play depth. And Bello sets and fires, and the sweeper is down low for ball two. Count is 2-0. Welcome to the stream, John. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Bello sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 3-0. And Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is way down low, so that is ball 4. And Judge is stripping his gear off to head to first base for the walk. Brian Addison is the umpire behind the plate. He is 9 seasons in the major leagues, and he is considered a pitcher-friendly pitcher or umpire. And the bases are juice full of Yankees, and Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. Bello sets, and the pitch is hammered foul. The count is 0-1. Belly's hitting .276 on the season, 28 home runs, 91 RBIs, and an .831 OPS. And Bello sets. Pitch is on the way. This is a fly ball that is driven to deep center field. Centralia is going to make it. And the runners at second and third are going to tag and advance, and we are going to score the first run of the game. So the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. Judge holds at first. Rice tags and heads to second. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. Jazz is hitting .242 on the season, 28 home runs, 72 RBIs, at an .822 OPS. And Bello sets. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Bello sets. And the pitch is on the way. And it is a changeup down low. Count is evened at 1-1. And Bello sets. And the pitch is on the way. It is tapped slowly. And that is going to be an infield hit. Another run is going to score. And the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. Jason Dominguez is coming up to bat. So the Yankees have jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. Judge is at second. Chisholm is at first. And it looks like they have a mound visit coming up. Coming up to bat is Jason Dominguez, .257 on the season, 10 home runs, 48 RBIs. Yankees need to take advantage of the opportunities we have. There's another duck on the pond. And Bello sets. And he fires, and the pitch is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. Infield is playing at normal double play depth. Outfield is playing extremely deep. All we need is a base hit, base hit, base hit. Don't have to go for the fence. And the pitch is on the way, and it is inside. Count is 2-0. Bello sets and fires in the pitch. Wow. It is definitely in the strike zone, but it is called ball 3. Count is 3-0 on Dominguez. And Bello sets, fires, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone for ball 4. So Dominguez takes a 4-pitch walk. He's stripping his gear off as he's heading to first, and the bases are going to be juiced once again full of Yankees. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. Bello sets and he fires, and the first pitch is a sinker in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is drilled right, and it is going to be fouled just barely. Count is 0-2. About a foot and a half foul. If you make an out, make it a productive one, not a K. I'm greedy. I want more runs. Hey, Beagle Dad, welcome to the stream. And Bello sets and he fires, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Caballero is hitting .233 on the season, 4 home runs, 34 RBIs, and a .668 OPS. For those of you just hopping in the stream, the Yankees have a 2-0 lead. The bases are juiced full of Yankees with 1 out. 0-2 count on the batter, Jose Caballero. And Bello sets, and he fires, and the pitch is just down low. Count is 1-2. And Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike 3. Caballero is down looking. Non-productive out, young man. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Wells is hitting .213 on the season, 21 home runs, 66 RBIs, and a .711 OPS. Bello sets, and he fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And Bello sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is way off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is 1-2. You can tell that Wells is trying to take that outside pitch off the green monster. Why do they keep swinging at the first pitch, FJ? I'm sure it's an analytic thing. And Bello sets. And the pitch is on the way, and the cutter catches the outside corner for call. Strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. They're going to leave the bases loaded. But the Yankees do score 2 runs and take a 2-0 lead. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the first is going to be Gonzalez, Bregman, and Story. And in our active game scoreboard for right now, the Rays and the Cubs are locked up at 4 apiece in the top of the 8th. In the top of the 6th, the Orioles have a 2-1 lead. In the top of the 2nd, the Orioles and Nationals or the Pirates and Nationals are locked up at donuts. In the bottom of the 1st, the Marlins have a 1-0 lead on the Tigers. There is a delay in the Rangers Mets game. And as you know, in our game, heading to the bottom of the 1st, Yankees have a 2-0 lead. Hey, Jose. Appreciate you showing up. For those of you that are here in the stream, I want to thank you for spending a little bit of time on your busy Saturday afternoon supporting the stream and channel and listening to a little bit of baseball. If you have not, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And Fried's start is going to be his 30th of the season. He's 16-5 with a 3.02 ERA. Opponents are hitting .223 on him against him. And Fried sets. And the first pitch is drilled into right field. Bellinger is going to get the ball in, and that is a leadoff single. Yankee defense today is going to have Dominguez in left, Grisham in center, Bellinger in right, McMahon at third, Caballero at short, Chisholm at second, Rice at first, Wells at home, and Judge is the DH. And the pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Yankees are playing a modified shift. I really hate it when the Yankees do this because Bregman hits to the opposite field a lot. And Fried sets and fires, and the fastball is just a bit high. He's got a little bit of adrenaline. That one came in at 97 miles an hour. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. And Fried sets, and he makes a pickoff attempt at first. And the pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Trevor Story. Story's hitting .261 on the season, 24 home runs, 91 RPIs, and a 748 OPS. Fried sets and fires, and the cutter catches the outside portion of the plate. Count is 0-1. Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Story takes timeout. Show him a heater up and in, above his hands. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is just tap foul. Corey holds on for his life. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Fried sets, fires, and the pitch is tapped foul down the third base line. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is chopped to Jazz at second. He's going to flip it to first. Bryce handles it, and that is going to be the second out. However, Gonzalez is going to advance at second, so the Red Sox have a runner at second with 2 outs. And former Yankee farmhand Rob Refsnyder is coming up to bat. Refsnyder is hitting .286 on the season, 8 home runs, 28 RBIs, and an .873 OPS. And Fried checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is just off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Yeah, the score is 2-1, Jose. And the pickoff attempt is made at second. Gonzalez is back in, his head first sliding. And once again, the fans are booing at Fenway. Go figure. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Fried steps off to chase the runner back to second. Second disengagement. Have I ever been to Fenway? Yeah, quite a few times, actually. For those of you hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Fried sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is evened at deuce. Refsnyder takes time out. And Fried sets. Fastball drifts off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. And the pitch is wow. Called ball 4. The Refsnyder works a walk, and their Red Sox are going to have runners at first and second. I don't know, FJ. They've got wanted posters up for me in Boston. As much hell as I gave the Red Sox and Patriots fans, my wife's family is, a lot of them are from Mass. And Narvaez is up, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. I've caught a game in Fenway on the Green Monster. I've been over the Yankees, the visitors' dugout, and I've been behind the plate. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off of Fried. Fried is going to scramble fire it to first, and that's going to record the third out of the inning. That will do it for the Red Sox. The Red Sox strand 2 runners. And as we head to the top of the second, the Yankees lead the Red Sox 2-0. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, Trent Grisham, and Ben Rice. So hence, Maxie did what you need to do. Shut the opponents down when you score. Time to come back and get some more. Yeah, FJ, Sox, Pats, and the goddamn Celtics. All 3 of them. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Your support would be most appreciated. And let's see. In the top of the 9th, the Rays lead the Cubs 5-4. In the top of the 7th, the Orioles still lead the Jays 2-1. In the bottom of the 3rd, the Nationals and the Pirates are locked up at donuts. In the bottom of the 2nd, the Marlins are leading the Tigers 1-0. In the bottom of the 1st, the Mets and the Rangers are locked up at zeros. And as you know, our game, the Yankees are heading to the top of 2, leading 2-0. And that is your scoreboard around the major leagues. I will keep you up to date as more games start. The next 2 games are going to be at 6:05 with the Royals and the Phillies, and 6:10 with the White Sox and the Guardians. So hence, it's going to be a good day. And my college team, the Alabama Crimson Tide, beat up on Wisconsin today. It's been a good day so far. And Bello sets. McMahon is up to bat. And the first pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. McMahon is hitting .219 on the season, 19 home runs, 51 RBIs, and a .709 OPS. And the pitch is a changeup off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. And Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings and misses at the pitch. Count is 1-2. Come on, Ryan. And Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings and misses for the strikeout. Missed the cutter. That is one away for the Yankees in the top of the second. Grisham was hit by a pitch in the first inning, and the first pitch is a backdoor cutter, called strike one. Grisham was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. And the pitch catches the outside corner. Count is even at 1-1. Have I ever had KFC? Who are you talking to? And Bello sets, and the pitch is down. Count is 2-1 on Grishbaum. Are you talking Kentucky Fried Chicken? And the pitch is on the way, and Grisham fouls this one off. Count is evened at 2-2. Ed Grisham takes time out. You see it? Are you talking about Kentucky Fried Chicken? Yes. Yes, I've had it. It's not a preference meal for me. However, on occasion, sure. And Bello sets, and he fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is now 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered to center field. Raffaella makes a diving catch. That is going to be the second out of the inning. Fine catch by Raffaella. He took a base hit away from Grisham. And on replay, it definitely was all glove, no grass. Ed Rice is coming up to bat. He is 1-for-1 on the day with a double in the first inning and a run scored. And the first pitch is up and in. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is way inside. Count is 2-0 on Big Ben. Bello sets and fires, and he catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count goes to 2-1. Nice 97-mile-an-hour sinker. Bello sets, and he fires, and the pitch is changeup down low. Count is now 3-1 on Big Ben. Those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Bello sets and he fires, and Rice hits a fly ball to deep center field. Raffaella is going to make the play just short of the warning track, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. The Yankees are retired. 1, 2, 3. Coming up in the bottom of the second is going to be Eaton, Sogard, and Wong. And in the bottom of the ninth, the Rays lead the Cubs 5-4. In the bottom of the seventh, the Orioles still lead the Blue Jays 2-1. In the top of the fourth, the Pirates and Nationals are locked up at zeros. In the bottom of the second, the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead on the Tigers. In the bottom of the first, the Mets and the Rangers are locked up at zeros. In our game, the Yankees lead the Red Sox 2-0. And that is our active scoreboard for today. You mean 4 to 5 runs, Landon? And Fried sets, and the first pitch is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-0. Eaton is hitting .267 on the season, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and a .702 OPS. And Fried sets, and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 3-0. Come on, Max. You got to pitch in front of these guys. And Fried sets and fires, and he definitely painted the inside corner, but is called ball 4. So that is a 4-pitch walk to Eaton. Coming up to bat is Sogard. And Fried sets, and the first pitch is a curveball way up high. Count is 1-0, and that is 5 straight balls. Sogard is hitting .253, no home runs, 7 RBIs, and a .656 OPS. And Fried sets, and he fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. He does, FJ. And Fried sets, pitch is on the way, and the ball is tapped foul. Count is 1-2. Freed checks on the runner at first. And he sets and fires, and the pitch is just hit foul. Count remains 1-2. Freed sets and fires, and this pitch is hit to right or left field, and it's going to drop in. Dominguez is firing to third, and they are going to get the runner trying to advance to third. The Eaton is gunned down at third by Dominguez. So Dominguez charged the ball, and he got a good read. He fired directly at third McMahon, and McMahon had him lined. And the first pitch is a curveball to Wong, and it is up high. Count is 1-0. And Freed sets, and he fires, and the pitch is going to paint the inside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Wong is hitting 175 on the season, no home runs, 6 RBIs, and a 503 OPS. And the pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Freed sets. And he makes a pickoff attempt at first to chase the runner back. He's in standing up. Hey, Sean, what do you know, brother? You at work or are you at home? And Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered into left field, and it is going to go off the wall. And that is going to be fielded by Dominguez cleanly. That is going to be a double for Wong. Runners are at second and third with one out. Maxey left a changeup right over the heart of Broadway, and Wong tattooed it. Centrello Raffaella is coming up to bat. He's hitting 241 on the season, 16 home runs, 60 RBIs, and a 696 OPS. And Freed sets, and he fires, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. That is going to be the second out of the inning. And Wells makes a quick throw to third. Sogard is back diving in. And Fried sets and he fires, and the pitch. Gonzalez catches the inside corner for call, strike one. Gonzalez is 1 for 1 on the day with a single in the first. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down in the dirt. Count is evened at 1-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way. Wow. He definitely paints the top of the strike zone, but it is called a ball. More of this questionable umpiring showing up once again. Count is now 2-1, although it should be 1-2. Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is just a bit low. Count is now 3-1. And the pitch is on the way, and he paints the inside corner for call, strike two. Count is now full, 3-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is tapped down the third baseline foul. Count is going to remain 3-2. And the batter calls timeout. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is foul, tipped into the glove of Wells for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Red Sox in the bottom of the sixth. Fried is able to work out of that jam. Red Sox leave runners at second and third. Coming up to bat is the captain, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and Jazz Chisholm. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We do play-by-plays here almost on a daily basis. We do open panels on Tuesdays and Thursdays so that members of the chat can come up and express their opinion. And I post periodic videos with questions for the fans to consider. If you answer it, I'll be sure to reply to it as quickly as possible. I want to thank everyone for spending a little bit of their busy Saturday afternoon listening to a little bit of baseball, especially on this NCAA football Saturday. Landon, it would be let's get more runs. Or as my grandson would say, let's go Yankees. FJ, are you still nervous? La 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 la. And Bello sets and Judge hammers this one foul. Count is 0-1. Judge walked in his first at bat of the game and was left stranded at third base. Bello sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate and low. Sinker just misses the corner. Count is evened at 1-1. Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low and away. Count is 2-1. And the pitch to Judge is just a bit low. Count is down 3-1 on the captain. And if I forgot to say it, all rise. The judge is in the chambers. And Bello sets. And he fires, and the pitch paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is now full on the captain, 3-2. And Bello sets, and he fires, and this pitch is way off the plate. That is going to be ball 4 to the captain as he strips his gear off. And that is Judge's second walk of the afternoon. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Cody is 0 for 0 on the day with a sacrifice fly that drove in our first run of the day. Yes, we are in the top of the third, just. And the first pitch is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. And Bello sets, and he fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is 2-0. And Bello sets. And he makes a pickoff attempt on Judge. Judge is back in there standing up. Do not know why he threw over. However, it is what it is. And for those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Bello sets. Pitch is on the way. Wow. And it was definitely inside, but it's called a strike by this ridiculous home plate umpire. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off by Bellinger. Count is now 2-2. And Bello sets. Wong is lined up on the inside portion of the plate, and Bellinger hammers this one foul. Count is going to remain 2-2. What color is your goose? And for those of you hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please subscribing. Bello sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is going to go to 3-2. Count is full. Bello sets, and the pitch is swung on and popped up. And Wong chases it, but is going to make the stand. So that is going to be a foul ball, and the count is going to remain 3-2, heading to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Bello is now at 54 pitches on the inning with nobody out. And Judge takes off. The pitch is hammered into center field. Judge is rounding second, and he's heading to third, and he is going to make it to third. The ball is up high. Judge slides and is safe. So the Yankees now have runners at first and third with nobody out. Jazz Chisholm is coming up to bat. And the first pitch to Jazz is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Jazz is 1 for 1 on the day with a RBI infield single. And Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. All right, Jazz. Duck on the pod. Time to bring him home to roost. Pitch is on the way, and it is grounded through the left-hand side. And that is a base hit for Chisholm. Judge is going to score. So that is an RBI single for Jazz, and the score is now 3-0 Yankees. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Jason Dominguez. In his first at-bat, he walked. And Bello sets, and Dominguez swings on the first pitch, and sky-high pop to shallow left field. Refsnyder is tracking it, and he is going to put it away for the first down. Non-productive at-bat, first pitch out. I freaking hate one pitch outs. Coming up to bat is going to be Jose Caballero, who is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And the first pitch is chopped to the shortstop, and it's too slow for 2. And Caballero is thrown out at first. The runners are going to advance to second and third. Great play by Story. Story charged the ball, and he knew with the speed of Caballero he had to fire it off, and he just got it. Just got Cabby. So the Yankees have runners at second and third with 1 out. Austin Wells is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And Bello sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. All right, Austin. You struck out with the bases loaded in the first inning. Time to redeem yourself. Just a base hit, nothing more, nothing less. Bello sets, and he fires, and the pitch is up and in. Count is 2-0. And Bello sets. Pitch is inside. Count is now 3-0. And Bello steps off the rubber. Is Wells taken, or is he going to go for it? Bello sets and fires, and he paints the outside portion of the plate. Count is 3-1. For those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Bello sets, fires, and Wells fouls this one off. Count is now going to be 3-2. And if I was a hitter, I'd think that he's going to be throwing a sinker. And Wells is going to call a timeout. And Bello sets, fires, and the cutter is swung on and missed for strike 3. He was way out in front of the pitch. And that's going to do it for the Yankees, but not before they tack another run on, bringing the score to 3-0 Yankees, heading to the bottom of the third. Coming up to bat for the Sox is going to be Bregman, Story, and Refsnyder. And on our Major League scoreboard, the Rays beat the Cubs 5-4. In the top of the eighth, the Orioles still lead the Blue Jays 2-1. In the bottom of the fourth, the Nationals and the Pirates are locked up at zeros. In the top of the third, the Marlins lead the Tigers 2-0. In the bottom of the second, the Rangers and the Mets are locked up at zeros. As you know, heading to the bottom of 3 here, the score is 3-0 Yankees. And that is our active scoreboard for the day. And a correction on an earlier score. In the bottom of the eighth, the Orioles now lead the Blue Jays 3-1. Let's go O's. And that pains me. You'll never know how much that pains me to say. Virginia Beach, as many O's fans are around here. That is painful. Bregman is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And Maxey sets and fires, and the pitch is a sweeper down low. Count is 1-0. Witter, chicken dinner. Fried sets and he fires, and the sinker is called. Strike one. Count is even at 1-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a towering pop up. It is headed towards the first base side. Rice makes the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is going to be Trevor Story. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out in the first. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is called. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Ed Fried sets, and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Story takes time out, steps out of the box. And the pitch is on the way, and Story swings and misses for strike three. That is going to be the second out of the inning and Max's fourth strikeout of the day. And the first pitch from Fried to Refsnyder is in there for call. Strike one. Refsnyder walked at his first at bat. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is high and off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Cat's awfully quiet today. Got nothing to say? And Fried sets and fires, and the sweeper is way off the plate. Count is 2-1. And Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to be deuce. And Refsnyder takes time out. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Red Sox. That's going to be Max's fifth strikeout of the night, and he gets the Red Sox in order. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of four is going to be Ryan McMahon, Trent Grisham, and Ben Rice. And for those of you that have hopped into the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. especially if you like play-by-plays, open panels, and challenging questions. This is the place you want to be. All right. In the bottom of the eighth, the Jays have narrowed the gap. Score is now 3-2 Orioles. In the bottom of the sixth, the Pirates and the Nationals are locked up at zeros. The Tigers have gone on to tie the Marlins in the bottom of the fourth. The score is deuce. In the bottom of the fourth, there is no score for the Rangers and the Mets. As you know, in this game, heading to the top of four, the Yankees lead the Red Sox 3-0. And that is our active scoreboard for the day. For tomorrow evening, we have the late game, and it is going to be on ESPN. I will be calling the play-by-plays for that game also. So please tune in to catch a little bit of baseball on your Sunday night. And I'm not sure who the NFL late night game is, but I will probably be doing some play-by-plays for it also. You're going to get a 2-for-1. And the first pitch to Big Bad is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. McMahon is 0-for-1 on the day with a strikeout in his first at-bat. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is way inside. Count is 1-2. Falcons and the Vikings. All right. Bello sets, and he fires, and the pitch is chopped to third base. Bregman is going to field it and fire it across the diamond to Gonzalez to record the first out of the inning. Bello is at 70 pitches in the game. Grisham is 0-for-1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch and scored the first run of the day for the Yankees. And Bello sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Bello sets and fires, and the pitch catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Thanks, Landon. Appreciate it. Hey, Jay, how you doing? And the pitch is grounded to Sogard, who flips it to Gonzalez for the second out of the inning. Hey, Jay, welcome to the stream. Stream's doing okay. And for those of you just hopping on, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Call play-by-plays almost daily. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 to Rice. Price is 1 for 2 today with a double in the first inning and a run scored. Bello sets and he fires. This ball is hammered to center field. Raffaella makes a running catch on it. Outstanding play. And that's going to do it for the Yankees. So he took another hit away from a Yankee hitter. Most appreciated, Jay. And as we head to the bottom of the fourth, coming up for the Red Sox is going to be Carlos Narvaez, Eden, and Sogard. Let's go, Yankees. I would love to be able to play some music in between these innings. However, copyright laws prevent that, and I would get copyright strikes here on YouTube. So you're just stuck listening to me. And Maxie sets. And the first pitch is on the way, and a beautiful curveball in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Narvaez is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out. And Fried sets and fires, and he catches the outside portion of the plate. Call, strike two. Count is 0-2. And Narvaez is stepping out of the box for timeout. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is chopped back to Fried. Fried fires to Rice at first, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. And a scoreboard update. The Orioles in the top of the ninth have tagged on another run, so they now lead the Blue Jays 4-2. Eaton walked in his first appearance in the second inning. And Maxie sets. And he fires, and the pitch catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Fried sets, and he fires, and the sweeper does not make it back to the plate. Count is 1-1. Fried sets and fires, and this pitch is chopped on the infield. McMahon sets and fires, but it is not going to be made in time. Looks like the ball hit the umpire. It was a slow chopper. McMahon fired it, and not a good decision by Rice to come off the bag. He just let it bounce past him. Yankees were fortunate that it hit the umpire. So Eaton is going to be at first with one out. Sogard is coming up to bat. Sogard is 1-for-1 on the day with a single in the second. And the pitch is on the way, and wow, it's called a strike. It was definitely up out of the strike zone. However, the count is 0-1. This umpire is consistently bad across the board, both for the Red Sox and the Yankees. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. Freed sets and fires, and the pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is 0-2 still. Freed sets, and the pitch is chopped to third. Ryan McMahon fires across the diamond to get Sogard. Eaton is going to advance to second. So there are two outs with a runner at second, and Colton Wong coming up to bat. When the ball hits the umpire, do they get busted for it or the score docked down? Still trying to figure out baseball. No, it's incidental play. Nothing happens. Wong is 1-for-1 on the day with a double in the second. And Maxey sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-1. 0-1. And Freed sets, and he fires, and the changeup is way off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Freed checks on the runner at second, and he sets and fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. And Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is way up high. Count is now evened at deuce. What color is your goose? For those of you hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Freed steps off the rubber. Freed checks on the runner. He sets, brings the pitch, and it is grounded to Jazz. Jazz is going to flip it to Rice for the third out of the inning. And that's going to do it for the Red Sox. They leave a runner on board. Going to the top of the fifth, the Yankees lead the Red Sox 3-0. Coming up to bat for the Yankees is going to be our captain, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and Jazz Chisholm. Well, Landon, that is far from the truth. We do not own the Red Sox. What's not yellow, Sean? I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy Saturday afternoon to support the channel and listen to a little bit of baseball. Your support is most appreciated. We are at 359 subscribers, looking to hit our next milestone of 375. Anything that y'all could do to support that would be most appreciated. And if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. We do play-by-plays almost daily, with the exception of Wednesdays, which happens to be my bowling night. It's his son. His son is in charge of the Yankees, Hal Steinbrenner. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have open panels. All rise, the judge is in the chambers. Bello sets and fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is 1-0. Judge has 2 walks on the afternoon. And the pitch is on the way, and Judge hammers this one to Story. Story makes an outstanding snag and flips it to Gonzalez to record the first out of the game or inning. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. He is 1-for-1 on the day. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. And Velo sets and he fires, and the sweeper catches the bottom portion of the plate for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2. And Velo sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-2 to Belly. Velo sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is way off the plate. Count is now evened at deuce. What color is your goose? And Velo sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is now full, 3-2. Bellinger is 1-for-1 on the day with a single and a sacrifice fly. On deck is Jazz Chisholm. Bello sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off, hammered down the first base line. Count is going to remain 3-2. And it is going, and gone. That is a long home run for Jazz. Jazz's 29th home run of the season. Left his bat at 108 miles an hour and traveled 397 feet. I'm still muted. And the Yankees take a 4-0 lead. I'm muted again. And the first pitch to Dominguez is fouled away. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Okay. Count is 0-2 on Jason Dominguez. And this pitch is a towering fly ball to shallow center field. Raffaello is tracking it, and he is going to put it away for the final out of the inning, but not before the Yankees add another run on a solo shot Jazz Chisholm home run. So the Yankees have taken a 4-0 lead. And bad news for us Yankee fans. In the bottom of the ninth, the Blue Jays have tied the game up at 4 apiece with the Orioles. Damn it. You that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. I will be back in half a sec. Have I ever worn Yankees gear at Fenway? I certainly have. That's why they have a wanted poster out for me in Boston, because of as much hell as I gave Red Sox fans, Patriot fans. I actually like Larry Bird. The Celtics weren't bad on my list. But I will tell you what. Do not go to an Eagles game and wear an opposing jersey, because those fans are brutal. And Rafael is leading off. First pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Hey, Nick, welcome to the stream, my brother, from a different mother. And for those of you who have joined the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. What did I do at Fenway? Nothing but talk shit to all Red Sox fans in my area, whether it was on the Green Monster, over the Yankees dugout, or behind the dish. And I talk shit to their players too. So, and the pitch is up high. Count is now 2-1. Sorry, I missed a pitch in there yakking. I've been to a boatload of baseball parks. And the pitch is hammered into left field. Dominguez fields it cleanly and shoots it in to keep Rafaela at first. Damn it. The Jays just walked off the Orioles in the bottom of the ninth. They win 5-4. So the Orioles were no help again. And Fried sets, checks on the runner at first, brings the pitch. And this one is a broken bat to Caballero. And that is going to be a 6-4-3 double play to clean the braces. That changeup sawed the bass off. And Alex Bregman is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is called strike one and a foul out. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. And the pitch on the way, and it is way up high. Boston fans, nothing compared to Eagles fans. Nothing whatsoever. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is a fly ball down the right field line. And shit, it hits off the pesky pole, so that's a home run. So the Red Sox are on the board. Score is 4-1. And Story comes up to bat. He is 0 for 2. And the pitch is on the way. And it was swung on and missed. Bregman gets jammed. That ball was 316 feet projected. Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is called strike two. The pesky pole is marked at 302 feet. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is going to remain 0-2. Ed Fried sets, fires at the pitch is way up to the backstop. Count is 1-2. Fried sets and fires, and the ball is chopped down the third baseline. And Fried throws it, and it pulls the runner out, or the first baseman, off the bag. So that is going to be an error on Max Fried, and Story is going to reach. We'll talk about Mickey Mouse hit. Look at that one that Story just hit. Refsnyder is coming up to bat. And Fried sets. The pitch is on the way, and Refsnyder hits it foul. Count is 0-1. Red Sox have a runner at first with 2 outs. Rob Refsnyder is up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. And Fried sets. And he throws over to first. Story is back in there safe. And the fans at Fenway are booing. Fried sets, and he fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike 2. Well, I do have an most appreciated, Jay. I do have an organized podcast. The ball is off the plate. Count is now 2-2. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays and have open panels and invite people up to talk baseball. Fried sets and throws over to first once again. Second disengagement. Hey, Ness, how you doing? And the pitch is on the way, and it is chopped to Caballero. Caballero flips to Jazz for the second out, or the third out, but not before the Red Sox get on the board with a Alex Bregman home run off the pesky pole. Thanks for showing. Have a good night. And for those that are here, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yeg the Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And we're going to touch on the scoreboard. The Rays beat the Cubs 5-4. The Jays beat the Orioles 5-4. In the bottom of the 8th, the Nationals lead the Pirates 1-0. In the bottom of the 6th, the Mets lead the Rangers 1-0. Top of the 6th. In the bottom of the 6th, the Tigers and the Marlins are tied up at 3s. In our game, the Yankees lead the Red Sox 4-1. And that is the active scoreboard. And it looks like Chris Murphy is coming in to replace Brayan Bello. Yes, they're definitely going to let him throw 100 pitches. Coming up to bat for us in this inning is going to be Caballero, Wells, and McMahon. Ed Murphy sets. He's a left-handed pitcher. The pitch is up and away to Caballero. And the pitch is on the way, and he throws a curveball that catches the inside portion of the plate for strike one. Count is 1-1. Caballero is 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a strikeout. And Murphy sets and he fires, and the pitch is out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. Murphy sets and the pitch is inside. Count goes to 3-1. And the pitch is all the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is going to go to 3-2. Ed Murphy sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered foul down the right field line. Count is going to remain 3-2. And Murphy sets and fires, and the pitch catches the top of the strike zone for call, strike 3. Caballero is giving an eyeball test to the umpire. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch is up high and inside. Count is 1-0. And the pitch to Wells is in there for call, strike 1. Count is even at 1-1. And Murphy sets, fires, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2 on Wells. And Murphy sets. Pitch is on the way, and it's right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 3. So Wells has the hat trick on the day. And it looks like Slayton is warming up in the Red Sox bullpen. So Wells is back to doing Wells. 3 strikeouts on the day. McMahon is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. And the first pitch is grounded to Sogard, who fields it cleanly and throws to Gonzalez to record the 3rd out. Another 1 pitch, 1 out, something that aggravates me beyond all belief. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, Yankees lead the Red Sox 4-1. Coming up to bat is going to be Narvaez, Eaton, and Sogard, and I will be back in half. Okay. And the count is 0-2 on Narvaez. And Fried sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-2. Narvaez is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of groundouts. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is just off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is just tap foul to stay alive. Count is evened at 2-2. And for those of you just hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Your support is most appreciated. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way. And this one is tap foul down the third baseline. Count is going to remain deuce. Fried is up to 93 pitches this inning for this game. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2 as they go to the eighth pitch of the at-bat. And the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 2-2. All right, Max, it's time to elevate a pitch because he's going after everything down low. Sweeper up high. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung. All right. Stout is back. And the pitch is on the way, and it is going to catch the outside portion of the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. And Fried sets, and he fires, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 2-1. And Fried sets and fires, and this pitch is lined to right field. Bellinger is going to catch it and shoot it in. Eaton is going to stop at second. So there are runners at first and second with one out. That is 104 pitches for Fried. And it looks like Aaron Boone is coming out to pull the hook on Fried. And it looks like Boone is talking to Fried. Fried is going to send Boone back to the dugout. Ed Cotterwog is coming up to bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a double in the second. And the pitch is on the way. And this one is lined up the middle. And they're going to score a run. So that is the second run of the day for the Red Sox. Score is now 4-2 Yankees. And that's going to do it for Max. He does 5 1/3. Coming up to bat is going to be Rafaela, Gonzalez, and Bregman. Luke Weaver is coming in to take the mound. Not exactly the way that we wanted to see Max end his day. Now, the question is, do we see the Luke Weaver of the past? Or are we going to have another bad outing by Luke? And the time is 6:18 Eastern Standard. So a couple more games have started. In the top of the first, the Royals lead the Phillies 3-0. And in the top of the first, the White Sox and the Guardians are at zeros. Weaver is making his 56th appearance of the season. And Weaver sets and fires, and the cutter is off the place. Count is 0-1. Rafaela is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. And Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to go to 1-1. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is just off the plate. Count is 2-1. And Slayton and Whitlock are warming up in the bullpen for the Red Sox. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to even at 2-2. And they have Fernando Cruz warming up in the bullpen. And Weaver sets and fires, and the changeup is in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 3-2. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Romy Gonzalez. And for those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Hey, Chiron, welcome to the stream. La 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 la. And Weaver sets. And the four-seamer paints the outside portion of the plate for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is a changeup down low. Count is evened out 1-1. And Weaver sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Time to get nasty, Luke. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 6th. not before the Red Sox tag another run on to close the gap between the Yankees and the Red Sox. The score is now 4-2. Coming up to bat in the top of the seventh is going to be Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, and our captain, Aaron Judd. Well, the question that I asked, were we going to see the Luke Weaver of old or the one that's been getting hammered like a freaking nail here lately? I think the next pitcher that's going to be out of the hopper is going to be Fernando Cruz. So the chat's awfully quiet. How we feeling? Confident? Leery? Nervous? Think we're going to blow it? Win it? Are we taking the series today? Just Dream Weaver. La 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 la. And Grisham is going to lead off. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. And Murphy's going to stay on the mound. Second pitch is down low, count 2-0. The first one looked like it was right down the heart of Broadway, but it was called a ball. And Murphy sets, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 3-0. And the pitch is out of the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call strike one. Count is 3-1. And the next pitch is inside. That is going to be ball 4. As Grisham strips his gear off and heads to first. Feeling good. I feel good too, John. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a double and a first run scored. And the first pitch is a curveball up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0 on Big Ben. And Murphy sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Well, thank you, sis. And Murphy sets, and he fires, and Rice hammers this one foul. Going to go flying back into the backstop, and the count is going to go to 2-1. And for those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Murphy sets and fires, and this one is tap foul. Count is now evened at deuce. What color is your goose? And the pitch is on the water, and it is fouled off. The count is going to remain deuce. And Murphy sets. The pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. And the third place umpire confirms that Ben Rice checked his swing. So the count is going to go 3-2. Count is full. And the pitcher steps off the mound. And Murphy sets. And the pitch is chopped to the pitcher. Murphy turns and shoots it to second and relayed to first. And that is going to be a double play. Well, damn, that's not what we wanted to see. Coming up to bat is the captain. And Cora's coming out. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Yeah, you seen. I saw that one in the score report earlier. And let's look at the scoreboard. Today, the Rays beat the Cubs 5-4. The Orioles lost to the Blue Jays 5-4. In the bottom of the ninth, the Pirates lead the Nationals 5-1. In the top of the ninth, the Tigers and the Marlins are tied at 3-up. In the bottom of the seventh, the Mets lead the Rangers 2-0. In this game, you know that the Yankees are on top of the Red Sox 4-2. In the top of the second, the Royals lead the Phillies 3-2. And in the bottom of the first, the White Sox lead the Guardians 1-0. The next round of games is going to start at 7:10 with the Diamondbacks facing off against the Minnesota Twins, and the Astros at 7:15 facing off against the Atlanta Braves. And that is your scoreboard for today. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. Judge is 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout and a pair of walks and a run scored. Looks like Garrett Whitlock is coming in to place Chris Murphy. And the first pitch from Whitlock is a fastball off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is hit to left center field. Raffaella is closing on it, and that is going to dunk in between the Refsnyder and Raffaella. So that is a base hit for the captain. And Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. The Yankees have a runner at first with 2 outs and a 4-2 lead in the top of the seventh. And Whitlock sets, and the first pitch to Bellinger is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Belly is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a sacrifice fly. And Whitlock sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is grounded to Gonzalez, who is standing right on the bag to record the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. Yankees have one run or no runs on one hit and leave a runner on base. Coming up for the Red Sox in the bottom of the seventh is going to be Alex Bregman, Trevor Story, and Rob Refsnyder. La 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 la. And the question is Fernando Cruz coming in to take the bump from Luke Weaver? All right, baseball fans, how are we feeling about this game? What do we think? Yankees win, Yankees lose, Red Sox win. My early prediction for this game was that the Yankees were going to win 5-2. Is it going to be true? If it's not, I might be blue. And Nancy thinks that the Yankees are going to win, but there's going to be some nail biting. Holy shit. Devin Williams is coming in to replace Luke Weaver. John predicts that we win and Joe will sing the New York, New York song. And Nancy has talked about the performance of our bullpen as of late. And Chef Nick is indicating a no, please, no Joe singing. And it looks like Goldie will be taking over at first base to. And there are a couple of umpires and Boone coming out to the mound. So is there something wrong with Williams? And while we're on this on field delay, if you could, and you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, looks like the grounds crew is coming out to fix that jacked up mound in Fenway once again. It looks like they're fixing the landing spot on the mound. There's a hole that's dug into there. No, I don't like Williams pitching. Are you kidding me? Guy gives me a freaking heart attack every time he's on the bump. It looks like they're tamping clay into this thing. And programming notes for y'all. Immediately following the game, go to NY Yankee Mania with Joe for a post-game review. And he will have a morning show tomorrow. Bagels, coffee, bagels, and donuts. Tomorrow evening for the Sunday night game on ESPN, I will be calling game 3 of this series. Hopefully a sweep attempt for the Yankees against Garrett Crochet. Williams is a 5.40 ERA. Opponents are hitting 206 against him. He has got 80 strikeouts on the season with 24 walks. And Williams sets. Bregman is up, and the first pitch is a changeup that catches the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Bregman is 1 for 3 on the day with a pesky pole solo shot home run in the 5th. Williams sets and he fires, and the fastball is up out of the strike zone. Count is even at 1-1. Ed Williams sets, and the four-seamer is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And here we go again. Williams sets. Fastball is swung on and fouled off. Count is evened at 2-2. Ed Williams sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. What color is the goose? And Williams sets, and he fires the changeup, and it is down low. The count is now full, 3-2. And Williams sets, and the pitch is driven to center field. Grisham is backing up, but he is going to make the play short of the track for the first out. Coming up to bat is Trevor Story. He is 0 for 3 on the afternoon with a strikeout. Story reached on an error in the 5th inning. And Williams sets. Fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Williams sets, and the pitch is way up high. Story shows bunt on the play. And Williams sets and he fires, and the fastball is up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. And Williams sets and fires, and the ball is hit to left center field. Grisham is coming on, and he makes a nice running play for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Rob Refsnyder, 0 for 2 with a base on balls and a strikeout on the day. Grish bomb in the house. And Williams sets, and the first pitch is tap foul. Count is 0-1. Hey, Dev, welcome to the stream. If you haven't, Dev, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And Williams sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-2. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're in the bottom of the seventh. Yankees lead the Red Sox 4-2. There are 2 outs with no runners on. Rob Repsnyder is up to bat, and the count is 0-2. Williams sets, and he fires, and the pitch is way up high. Count is 1-2. La 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 la. And Williams sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. Carlos Narvaez is on deck, another former Yankee farmhand. And the pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to Caballero. Caballero sets, and he fires across the diamond to record the third out of the inning, and Williams works a 1-2-3 inning. Coming up for the Yankees in the top of the 8th is going to be Jazz Chisholm, Jason Dominguez, and Jose Caballero. La 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 la. Indeed, we do need to widen the gap. And it looks like Whitlock is going to stay in the game. Yeah, Jazz Chisholm is coming up to bat. He is 3 for on the day with a pair of singles and a solo shot home run. He has 3 RBIs and scored a run. And the first pitch from Whitlock is a fastball inside for call ball one. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is fouled straight back into the catcher. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the ball is a line drive to left field. Refsnyder is going to make the play on the warning track. And that is going to be the first out of the inning for the Yankees. Coming up to bat is Jason Dominguez. 0 for 2 on the day with a base on balls. And the pitch is on the way, and it is definitely off the plate, but it is called strike one. Once again, another bad call by an umpire. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off, and Dominguez breaks his bat. So the count is 0-2, and he's going to get a new bat. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is warming up in the bullpen, so he will be out for the 8th inning. And Whitlock sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. And the pitch is a line drive to left field. Refsnyder is going to field it. And that is a nice base hit for Jason Dominguez. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. He is 0 for 3 on the day with a couple of strikeouts. So, are we going to see Dominguez's speed come into play here? Will he take off and steal second, put himself in running and scoring position? And their pitch is throwing over to first base. Dominguez is back in head first. Whitlock sets and fires, and Dominguez was taking off, but the ball is fouled back. Count is 0-1, and Dominguez is heading back to first base. And Whitlock sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Whitlock sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Whitlock steps off the mound. And Whitlock sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Caballero lines this one into right field. This is going to bounce into the stands. That is going to be a ground rule double. Damn it. So the Yankees are going to have runners at second and third. Dominguez would have definitely scored on that one. So that midget wall in right field screws us again. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. He is 0 for 3 on the day with the hat trick of 3 strikeouts. So Wells, don't do Wells. And the first pitch is fouled off. Just a drive to the outfield and give us a little bit more breathing room. Sacrifice fly, anything that brings a run in. And it looks like the Red Sox are playing their infield in. And the pitch is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and Wells fouls it down the first base line. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Wells swings and misses for the 4th freaking strikeout of the night. So he has the golden damn sombrero and does not move the runners. Non-productive out. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. He is 0 for 3 on the night with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And the first pitch is a changeup down low. So now the infield is back in normal depth. And the pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to the first baseman, who flips it to Whitlock, covering first base. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 8th. The Yankees strand 2. And once again, situational hitting be damned, because we could not bring in a runner from third base with less than 2 outs. Completely ridiculous. Coming up to bat for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Narvaez, Eaton, and Sogard. So if my guess is right, Cruz is going to come in and pitch the 8th inning, and Bednar will be out to try to close this game down in the 9th. And for those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And we're going to tap the scoreboard once again. As you know, the Rays beat the Cubs 5-4. Jays beat the Orioles 5-4. The Pirates beat the Nationals 5-1. In the bottom of the 10th, the Tigers and the Marlins are tied at 3 apiece. In the bottom of the 8th, the Mets and the Rangers are locked up at 2 apiece. Going to the bottom of the 8th, The Yankees lead the Red Sox 4-2. In the bottom of the third, the Royals lead the Phillies 4-2. In the top of the third, the Guardians lead the White Sox 2-1. It looks like Austin Slater is coming in to play left field, so a defensive replacement. And Cruz sets and fires, and the splitter is just a bit low. Count is 1-0. And Cruz sets and fires, and the splitter is inside. Count is now 2-0. Ed Cruz sets and fires, and this pitch is a high fly ball. Caballero is backing it up, and it's short center. Caballero is going to make the catch. That is the first out of the inning. Looks like Jarren Duran is going to come in and pinch hit for Nate Eaton. Duran is hitting .257 on the season, 14 home runs, 79 RBIs, and a .773 OPS. And Cruz sets, and he fires, and the slider catches the heart of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Cruz sets, and this one is hammered to right field, and this one is going to be gone. Damn it. And that is a pinch hit home run for Duran. It is going to end up in the bullpen, so the Red Sox are going to pull to within one. Score is 4-3. And the first pitch to Sogard is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Sogard is 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles. And Cruz sets, and he fires, and the splitter catches the inside portion of the plate. Count is 0-2. Sogard takes timeout. Ed Cruz sets. And he fires, and the splitter is down low. Count is 1-2. Ed Cruz sets. And the fastball is inside. Count is now evened at 2-2. And the pitch is in there for call. Strike three. That is the second out of the inning. And it looks like Masataka Yoshida will be replacing Connor Wong. Yoshida is hitting 229 on the season, 2 home runs, 16 home run or RBIs, and a 610 OPS. And the first pitch paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And it looks like Chapman is warming up in the pen. And Bednar sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now evened at deuce. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the third base line. Count is going to remain deuce. Looks like Chapman is warming up in the pen. And Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for the third strike. Wells fires to Goldschmidt at first to complete the strikeout. So that is a 2-3 putout, but not before the Red Sox draw a little bit closer to the Yankees. Heading to the top of the ninth score is 4-3 Yankees. Coming out of the bullpen for the Red Sox is going to be Androlis Chapman, former Yankee closer, who left New York and figured out how to throw strikes. And for those of you hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and please consider becoming a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of the ninth is going to be Trent Grisham, Paul Goldschmidt, and Aaron Judge. Programming notes for you. Immediately following this game, head over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe to catch a post-game review. And tomorrow morning at 8:30 on the same channel, NY Yankee Mania, listen to the morning show of coffee, bagels, and donuts. Tomorrow evening, the late night game is going to be the Yankees versus the Red Sox in Game 3. So I will be calling that game, so stop on by and listen to a little bit of baseball. And Chapman is in the game as anticipated. And the first pitch to Grisham is up and high for ball one. And the pitch is on the way, and it is, wow, definitely low and out of the strike zone, but it is called strike one. Can we give this guy any more help? Chapman sets and fires, and the pitch is down. Count is now 2-1. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. If you haven't, please hit the like button. Share the channel out. Chapman sets and fires, and this ball is hammered to right field. Refsnyder is going to close in on it and make the play for the first out. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. First at bat of the night. He's hitting .278 with 2 home runs, 43 RBIs, and a .744 OPS. And Chapman sets and he fires, and this is line to center field. Raffaella is going to run it down for the second out. Raffaella has stolen 3 hits from Yankee batters today. He is a fantastic defender. Coming up to bat is the captain, so all rise. The judge is in the chambers. Chapman sets and he fires a slider that catches the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And David Bednar is warming up in the pen. And Chapman sets and he fires, and this ball is lined up the middle to center field. Raffaella is going to field it. That is Judge's second hit of the day. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Hey, Jake, Richard, welcome to the stream. And the pitch to Bellinger is fouled off. Count is 0-1. If y'all haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Bellinger is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a sacrifice fly. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is in there. Call, strike two. Count is 0-2 on Belly. And Chapman sets and fires, and the pitch is in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And Chapman sets. And he fires, and the pitch is all the way up, and it is going to go to the backstop. Judge is going to advance to second. Count is evened at 2-2. And definitely a wild pitch. Can Cody add to our lead? He is one of the few players that has an outstanding 2-strike approach. Chapman sets. And he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Belly fouls it off. Count is going to remain 3-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at bat. Looks like Bednar is warmed up in the bullpen. And Chapman steps off the mound and attempts to pick off Judge with no throw. And Chapman sets and he fires, and Belly fouls this one off. Count is 3-2. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And the pitch is on the way, and Belly fouls this one off. As we go to the ninth pitch of the at-bat, can Belly get it done? Chapman sets and he fires, and Bellinger hammers this one to left field. It is going to be off the monster, and Judge is going to round and score. Bellinger is going to be in there for a double. So now the Yankees have a 5-3 lead. And I told you, my dream was that Chapman gives up a run against the Yankees, and he does. And it looks like a mound visit is coming up, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. is coming up to bat. He is 3 for 4 on the day with a solo shot home run and 2 singles. Jazz has 3 RBIs on the day and a run scored. Definitely hats off to Belly. Fantastic at bat against Chapman. Great night. Judge almost took Chapman's head off with a line drive up the middle, and then Belly bounces one off the monster. And the pitch to Jazz is fouled off. Count is 0-1. There is a runner at second with 2 bad out. Jazz Chisholm is up to bat. Count is 0-1, and Chapman sets and fires. And Jazz tries to lay a bunt down. Fouled it off. Count is 0-2. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is way inside. It's going to go to the backstop, and Bellinger is going to walk to third base. So another run sitting at third. Count is 1-2. And this pitch is hammered to the first baseman. Gonzalez is going to take it by himself to end the top of the ninth, but not before the Yankees add a insurance run. So Bednar is coming to try to close it out here in the bottom of the ninth. Coming up to bat is Rafaela, Gonzalez, and Bregman. Why is Jazz, buddy? To Bess with Chapman. And we're going to go to the scoreboard real quick. Rays beat the Cubs 5-4. Jays beat the Orioles 5-4. Pirates beat the Nationals 5-1. They're in the top of the 11th, and the Tigers and the Marlins are locked up at 3-3. In the bottom of the 8th, the Mets and the Rangers are tied at 2. Actually, let me update the scoreboard because it doesn't appear to be updated. Actually, they're in the bottom of the 9th, and the Rangers lead the Mets 3-2. Going to the bottom of the 9th, the Yankees lead the Red Sox 5-3. In the bottom of the 4th, the Royals lead the Phillies 4-3. And in the top of the 5th, the Guardians lead the White Sox 2-1. Just underway is the Red Sox or the Diamondbacks and the Twins, and they are locked up at 0s. And in the top of the 1st, the same thing with the Braves and the Astros. They are locked up at 0s. Ed Bednar sets and he fires. The fastball is just a little bit low. Count is 1-0. The 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Or 1-1. Excuse me. You're right. They just updated the scoreboard, and the Marlins have beat the Tigers 6-4. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 1-2 on Rafaela. Rafaela is 1 for 3 on the night with a single and 2 strikeouts. Bednar sets and he fires, and the line drive is at Bellinger, and Bellinger makes a running play to record the first out of the inning. Bregman up to bat, and for Gonzalez, he grounds the ball to Jazz, who flips it to Goldie for the second out, and the Red Sox are down to their last out. Alex Bregman coming up to bat. He is 1 for 4 on the night with a strikeout and a home run off the pesky pole. So we are in the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees lead the Red Sox 5-3. There are 2 outs with nobody on. Alex Bregman coming up to bat. And Bednar sets and fires. And this blind umpire calls a ball that paints the inside corner for, should have been a strike, but it was a ball. Count is 1-0. Cannot wait till ABS is in the league. And the pitch is hammered to center field. Grisham is closing on it and makes the catch on the track. And this is going to do it for the Red Sox. The Yankees have taken the first 2 games of the series and have won the series. The Yankees' magic number to make the playoffs is 9. The Yankees win this game 5-3. Max Fried picks up his 17th win of the season. Another great night for the Yankees. When I shut this stream down, head over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe and listen to the post-game review with Joe and Evan, and I think Chef Nick. I want to thank everybody for taking time to spend it here on this Saturday, listening to a little bit of baseball. Tomorrow, I will be calling the Sunday night game where the Yankees hopefully go for the sweep against the Red Sox. And I will end in my traditional, and if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And I will end on my traditional, let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great night.